UFC 292, Sterling versus O'Malley takes place in only a matter of hours, and I'm going to go through my last minute detailed prediction and breakdown for the whole card. Haven't done this in quite some time, so I'm going to do it again. Last minute detailed predictions. Let's start with the early prelim opener of Marina Moroz versus Karine Silva. Plus, I already did this earlier this week, predictions, but I'm going to be breaking them down in detail. Last minute, calling if any KO will be used with what limb, head kick, punch, maybe a spinning back fist, who knows, what submission will be used to achieve a sub, and what the scorecard will be for a decision. Marina Moroz, Karine Silva. I think Marina Moroz early on is going to have a twitchy style. I think she's going to be on one leg, lifting up the lead leg here and there with her guard up. I think Karine Silva's going to land a few front kicks to the face, but it's kind of grazed. It's kind of smothered a little bit. Because Marina Moroz kind of she kind of grabs the lead leg here and there. She kind of she parries the lead leg. That's what it's called. She parries the lead leg. And I think Karine Silva's going to land some good jabs. They're both landing some jabs. I think at the end of the first round, we're going to see Marina Moroz. We're going to see Karine Silva shoot for a takedown. Marina Moroz tries going for an armbar attempt in a panic because she's now on the bottom. And I think then Karine Silva is going to go on top into full mount, land some big shots at the end of the round, and get herself an armbar at the end of the first round. So I'm going to go for Karine Silva winning that one by first round armbar at the very end after a competitive first. We move on up the card. Andrea Lee versus Natalia Silva. I'm going to go for Natalia Silva by competitive decision is what I'm going to go with. I'm actually going to go for a competitive 29-28 unanimous decision for Natalia Silva. I think round one we're going to see Andrea Lee look good early, land some big shots. She'll be asking, taunting, making gestures for Natalia Silva to come on. I think this one will be a fun scrap. I think Andrea Lee's going to look good early on. I think she'll be winning the round, just outlanding Natalia Silva. But Silva drops her with a big shot at the end. Or just puts her off balance, so it's an even round now. Silva dropped her kind of, but she kind of got struck that round. That's the either way round. Round two, I think we're going to see Natalia Silva mix up a bit with the kicks. Land some good head kicks here and there as Andrea Lee comes in. I think he'll stun Andrea Lee here and there. I think Lee's going to keep up, but I think she'll lose round two just by getting out damaged. Maybe she has a cut on the forehead or something. And round three, I can see Natalia Silva starting to pour it on, land some big shots in round three. Lee's starting to break a little bit, but she's still in there, landing her own shots. I don't see and I think Lee will go for a takedown in round three, but still have it stuffed late. I can see Silva just having an outclass here. 29-28, unanimous decision. Within 2 29-28, 1 30-27. We move on. Up the card. Gerald Meerschaert versus Andre Petroski. I think this one's going to be extremely fucking boring. I could just see Andre Petroski just holding him down for 3 rounds. Landing some damage here and there. Andre Petroski. He has finishes here and there, but man, he is such a dull fucking fighter. Personality-wise and fighting-wise. He's boring all around. Probably one of the most boring fighters I've ever seen in my life. I think round one he's just going to hold down. I can see round one him actually throwing haymakers in round one to get Meerschaert thinking. He's going to shoot for a takedown. Meerschaert's going to have a guillotine attempt. Everyone's going to be like, oh, it might be in, maybe, who knows. But Petroski goes to the side, lands some shots for the rest of the round, and Petroski wins round one. I know the guillotine attempt was there, but Petroski just landed shots on top at the end and won himself the round. So maybe he cuts open Meerschaert as well. Round one goes to Petroski, and round 2 and 3, I don't think I really need to mention it. I think he'll just hold down Meerschaert, and Meerschaert's going to have a really, really annoying loss here with someone just on top of him, landing some shots in ground and pound. So I'm going to go for a 30-27 decision or Andre Petrosky. We move on. Up the card. Cody Gibson versus Brad Katona. Now, this fight wasn't announced when I did the full card predictions, but now it is. Because Cody Gibson won on the Ultimate Fighter against Rico DeShiello. He's fighting Katona now for the tough tournament finale. I'm going to go for Brad Katona. I think Cody Gibson's going to be early on, looking big. I think he's going to outstrike Brad Katona early on. Look very good here early on against Brad Katona. I think Katona's going to be landing big knees to the body, landing some good shots, landing some good jabs to the body, straight rights to the body. Kind of like what Alex Pereira does when he did against Jan Blachowicz in the third round. Just land straight rights to the body of Cody Gibson. I think that's going to lower Cody Gibson early on, but I think Gibson's going to win the first round. I think round 2, Katona's going to start doing well. Get a takedown on Cody Gibson. Gibson's trying to go for some triangle attempt. Not working though. He gets the back position. Katona gets the back position, puts in the body triangle, and lands some good shots for the rest of the round. Gibson can't get out. Round 2 goes Katona. Round 3, I think Gibson will start to get pieced up on the feet a little bit, but I think Katona's not going to risk anything, and he'll take it down again. And I think he'll win round 3 just by outstriking Cody Gibson on the ground. Not outstriking him on the ground. He'll be outlanding him on the ground. I think Gibson will be gassed out a little bit and lose. 29-28 decision for Brad Katona. We move on. Up the card. Kurt Holobaugh versus Austin Hubbard. I'm going to go for Austin Hubbard here. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think early on this card's going to be a bit dull. I'm just being honest. Maybe like the female fights will be decent, but I think the male fights here are going to be really a bit snooze-festy. You know what I mean? But just lots of grapplers. But I'm going to go Hubbard here. I think round 1, he's going to take down Kurt Holobaugh. Land some good shots here early on the ground. Having a good performance so far. I think he'll take down Holobaugh, who's coming over to try to take his head off. I think he's going to take down Holobaugh, win the first round. Round 2, Holobaugh's going to start scrapping a little bit. Starting to do good on Hubbard. Maybe he cracks Hubbard here and there. Lands some big shots. And I think that, Austin Hubbard is going to take him down again. Land big shots again on Kurt Holobaugh, who just doesn't have the takedown defense needed. I think round 3, Kurt Holobaugh is going to start to do good, but he's starting to break now. Hubbard's starting to land his own shots. I can see this being a really annoying pace and performance for Kurt Holobaugh, and I'm going to go for Austin Hubbard winning that one. Yeah, by 30-27 decision. We move on. Up the card, Gregory Rodriguez versus Dennis Tululin. I'm going to go for Dennis Tululin. I think Gregory Rodriguez is going to fake some feints for a takedown. Tululin is going to throw a front kick up there, but it just misses completely. I think Dennis Tululin is going to start to come forward, land some good shots. Rodriguez will land a good shot back. It's pretty even so far. Rodriguez will chop the legs. Tululin will do it back. I think Tululin is going to be copying what Rodriguez does early on. I think that when Rodriguez goes for another leg kick, Tululin is going to land a straight right on the chin of Rodriguez. Crack him bad. Rodriguez stumbles back against the cage from the middle of the octagon. Tululin land big shots on him. Rodriguez is done. It's over. I could see a first round KO for Dennis Tululin. I think he gets it done. We move on. Up the card. Chris Weidman versus Brad Tavares. I think Brad Tavares is going to go out there. You know what? I think Brad Tavares will go out there and get a 29-28 unanimous decision. And people will say, if it was a 5-rounder, Weidman would have done good. But 3 rounds, not good for Chris Weidman. Oh well. I think round 1, Tavares is going to look explosive early, but I think he'll be patient here. I think Weidman's going to land a few leg kicks early on. I don't think he'll be feared by them. I think he's going to land a few leg kicks. Tavares will land some back. Tavares will land some good shots to the body. Weidman's going to land a good knees here and there, but he'll get caught with a few shots on the chin. Tavares will land some good shots again. He'll land some good shots again on Chris Weidman. Land some straight rights. Weidman's not looking great early. He's looking slow. Weidman's not getting his takedown. He tries pushing Tavares against the clinch. Maybe he gets Tavares down for a second, but Tavares pops right back up. Lands a good elbow exiting the clinch. You can see him winning the first round here. In round 2, I think Weidman's going to shoot from the open. Tavares will put his far knee back. I think he'll just stuff the takedown. Knee Weidman in the body a little bit. Beat Weidman up a little bit with an uppercut here and there, exiting the clinch. Just outlanding Weidman. Weidman's not looking good. Round 3, I can see Weidman tripping over Tavares, and Tavares falls over. Weidman is good on top. I can see him going against the cage on Tavares and ankle picking him, taking down Tavares finally. Tavares is slowing down lots. Weidman gets a back position, cranks him a few rear naked chokes. Everyone's going crazy. Weidman's looking really good now. I think Weidman is going to, have a really good round 3, but too little too late. Brad Tavares gets it done by 29-28, unanimous decision. And some idiots out there call it a robbery. We move on. Up the card, Marlon Vera versus Pedro Munoz on the main card now. And this card, fuck. I don't know. It has 12 fights on it, but man, it feels like a smaller pay-per-view. I'm going to go for Pedro Munoz here. I think Marlon Vera, early on, is going to try to pick at Pedro Munoz with big head kicks and front kicks here and there. Munoz will take them right on the chin, and the Chad he is, the Brazilian Chad, Pedro Munoz, will take him on the chin. I think Munoz is gonna land big bombs back, but Vera eats it himself. I think both of these guys won't be scared to take shots. I think Munoz is gonna land big shots again, but make it into a leg kick. Vera doesn't see coming, so Vera doesn't have time to check or anything. Big leg kick, drops Vera to one knee and for a second. Munoz is gonna land big shots to the body coming in. I think Vera is gonna land good elbows. Maybe he cuts open Munoz on the forehead, on the side of the head or something. But Munoz takes it again. Munoz lands big shots to the body again. Munoz lands front kicks again. Vera's missing his shots while just doing it. Munoz will win round 1 by just throwing more shots. Round 2, and landing more as well. I know Vera cut him open on the side of the head, but I don't think that'll matter. It won't be visible as well. Round 2, Munoz will land big shots again. I think Vera is going to try coming forward now. He's already lost round 1. He needs to make something happen. He tries coming forward, landing shots against Munoz against cage. Munoz starts again cornered a little bit. And Munoz shoots a great double leg. Takes down Marlon Vera. Gets to back position. Gets a crank of a rear naked choke, but it's not in. Munoz is landing good shots as well. Munoz wins round 2. But they're both getting tired. Munoz is starting to get a bit tired now. Round 3, I think Vera's going to start looking really good. Early on. In round 3. He's going to start looking good in round 3. Starting to do well. I think Munoz is going to take him down again. And I think he'll just spend his time on the rest of the top of Marlon Vera. And go for a few Darce attempts or something. He'll go for a few Darce choke attempts. And I think it'll be a close round 3 that goes either way. Munoz wins the first 2. Pedro Munoz, 29-28, unanimous decision. 30-27, whatever you score it. We move on. Up the card, Mario Batista versus Damon Blackshear. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I think Damon Blackshear is going to give all sorts of trouble to Mario Batista early on. I think round 1, Batista's going to look fast. He's going to look covered, look really good, show really good footwork here. Maybe chop the legs early of Damon Blackshear. Damon Blackshear is landing good shots, so trying to land something big. Batista counters him when he comes in. I think Blackshear will go for a takedown. Batista's going to put himself on bottom for an armbar attempt, which I think will be a mistake for Batista early here. I think he'll believe in his jiu-jitsu enough and put himself on bottom for an armbar attempt. Blackshear will get out of it. Blackshear will get out of it, but he'll be on bottom position now. That's what I think. I think he'll get out of it, but I think he'll be on bottom position. Go for a triangle on Batista. Batista's hurt. He's not hurt, but like he's getting squeezed. It's a tight squeeze. I can see him getting an armbar triangle here as well, attempt. And I think that Batista's going to survive, end up on top, but he's lost round 1 because a triangle armbar is way more worth than just an armbar. I think the scrambles here will be really weird early on, but I think Damon Blackshear will win round 1 in a very close round, but he wins it with a better submission attempt. And yeah, I think he'll win round 1, but Batista's going to break him down. He's going to break him down, land some body shots on Damon Blackshear. Blackshear tries to throw big shots again. Batista catches him with a good uppercut, rocks Blackshear a little bit against the cage. Blackshear's slowing down. He's hooking this on short notice. I don't care if he's fought last weekend. This is a total different matchup from Jose Johnson to Mario Batista. I think Batista's going to start breaking him down and have a dominant 10-8 round in the second round. Blackshear's staying in there though. In round 3, I could see him just adding a body shot. Left hook to the liver. As Blackshear comes in, folds down to one knee. Blackshear's covered up. It's over. Batista wins. We move on. Up the card. New Magny versus Ian Gary. I'm going to go with... How many minutes have I been recording this? For a while. I'm going to go for Ian Gary here. I think he'll get it done. I think he'll get it done by first round KO. I think Neil Magny early on is going to try to pick Gary at range. I think he'll try picking him at range, landing good teeps, try to land some good jabs here and there. Gary's beating him to it though, more sting behind his shots. I think Gary's going to land big shots early. I think Gary's going to be winning majority of it. I think he'll be a lot faster than Neil Magny out there. I think then Gary's going to whip up a head kick, hurt Magny a little bit against the cage. I think Magny will eat it, unlike D-Rod. But I think Magny's going to be rocked against the cage, panicking, trying to shoot for a takedown. Gary's got a guillotine attempt. But, Gary goes for a guillotine attempt. Magny gets out of it. Cause it's kind of like he pops his head out. It'll be like a standing guillotine, I think, as well. I think Gary then's gonna land body shots against the cage, land big shots against the cage. Magny will try shooting. It will get stuck. I think it'll be like a standing TKO in the first round from Ian Gary. I think he gets it done. We move on. Up the card, Weili Zhang versus Amanda Lemos. I'm going to go for Weili Zhang. I think she'll get it done by 4th round TKO. I see Amanda Lemos landing big shots early here. Trying to land some shots early, but I think till she knows she can't really KO Zhang early, she'll try to play in the patient game, chopping the legs, and I think she'll do well there doing that. And I think she'll win the first round here. I think Zhang is going to have a really slow start here and lose the first round based off volume. So I think Zhang's going to lose round 1. Yeah. I think she'll lose round 1. Get picked apart by Lemos early on. Round 2, she'll start mixing some takedowns. Maybe get in the back position of Lemos. Lemos can't really do much. She's landing good shots on Lemos, but she'll win round 2, Zhang Weili. Round 3 is going to be close again, but I think Lemos is going to start to feel she's slowing down now. This is my big title fight. She's slowing down now. She's getting tired, more tired and tired. Zhang wins round 3, but it's still competitive. Lemos is landing shots back, showing heart out there, doing a lot better than fucking Carla Esparza. And I think round 4 she's going to start to break a little bit. And I think Zhang Weili's gonna start to beat her, get her down to the ground, beat her up again. I think she'll get the neck. What did I have? I think no, I think she'll pound her out. She'll pound out Amanda Lemos with the back mount position and get TKO. We move on up the card to the main event. I'm about to sneeze. The video's almost done. Please don't do this now, allergies. I fucking hate you. I hope you die, but still. Aljamain Sterling versus Sean O'Malley. I'm gonna go for Aljamain Sterling by second round. Second round sub. That's what I'm going with. I think round one, O'Malley's not gonna get any time on the feet. Why am I sneezing? You happy now, buddy? Fuck. I think that Aljamain Sterling is going to immediately shoot on Sean O'Malley, who goes for like a fake flying knee attempt but doesn't actually go for it. I think O'Malley's going to be hesitating lots here in this fight. But I think he'll go for a flying knee. Feint it, really. But I can't fucking stop sneezing. I think that Aljamain's going to immediately take him down. Get the back position, but he won't do much. And O'Malley he'll be high. Oh, he'll be kind of low on O'Malley. O'Malley will try scooting. Aljo's got him in a better position. I think he'll pound out O'Malley for the rest of the round. And I think he'll just win the round there. And O'Malley will have a really bad start into round one. I think that O'Malley's gonna win round one. And I think O'Malley's gonna lose round one by his back being taken for 4 minutes. And I think round two, O'Malley's gonna start landing shots. Maybe he lands a good shot on Aljo. Aljo takes it and smiles at him. Aljo shoots for another takedown against the cage. O'Malley tries stuffing it. He's down. Dagestani handcuff style. I think O'Malley's gonna try scooting up. Aljo jumps on the back. I think then he'll have a body triangle in. O'Malley's gonna try walking forward like a zombie with Aljo as a backpack. I think then he'll in a rear naked choke. Yeah, I could see him getting a standing rear naked choke on Sean O'Malley. Fighting the hands at first. Eventually getting a rear naked choke victory. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I got that. And that's the fucking detailed predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time.